Hey guys, so I am filming. Now this is my iPad. And I think my iPad is good for filming on. Maybe I do more filming on my iPad. But what I wanted to talk about is I wanted to talk about schooling and college and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about it because I feel like I do understand that, they have to give you these tests so that they can know where to place you, like in high school and stuff, so they know what places to put you at. But I just feel like that it's just always a competition with who gets the highest SAT, or who gets the highest, who gets the most scholarships, and this, that, and the third. But it don't encourage nobody to get any of that. It just make other kids feel bad that they're not smart enough to get it. And I think people have to stop doing that. You have to stop doing this competition bull crap. It's really getting ridiculous. Like, no kid wants to feel like they have to compete against all these other kids just to get somewhere in life. Let me tell you something. SAT. Let me tell you something. When you get them jobs and stuff, does anybody ask you? Does the person, when you're in the interview, do they ask you for SAT? What was your SAT? Not unless you try and go to some high prestigious college. They might ask you, and they probably ain't even asking the students. So why is it so required to take these tests for what? Look, I'm not gonna need no SAT test for nothing. What I want to do, like, I want to be an actress, okay? Me taking these classes, I'm just doing it because I feel like it'll look good on my resume that I had some theater experience for acting. But am I gonna need? What do I need to take a SAT to know that how I'm gonna be successful in life? No, I don't need to take no SAT. And I feel that it's pushed in these kids' faces that, hey, take this SAT to see how stupid you are. Oh, you got this score. Oh, him over there, he got 1,200 on his SAT, or she got this on her SAT. Who gives a damn who got? It's a lot of people that have high IQs and SAT, and they ain't crap. They're busted, broke, and poor. So why don't you explain that? How is it you have smart people out here that's smarter than everybody, smart, knows all this stuff, will take an SAT test and pass it with flying colors, and then they're out there, they ain't doing crap with their life, they're busted, broke, and disgusted. Explain that to me. You know what I'm saying? Explain that to me. Let me tell y'all people something. Stop letting people push them tests into your face and telling you, oh, you have to do this test, or this test gonna be meaningful to you and your career. Cause the SAT test ain't gonna be meaningful to me in any of my career. Cause I'm not even gonna use none of that. I'm not even gonna use none of that. Like, I could see if I was gonna be an engineer, or I was gonna be a doctor or an astronaut or something like that. But I'm not gonna be none of this. So I don't even know why they keep continuing to make people take these tests and take these tests and make college students take these tests. And then when you do take the test, you're like, oh, I didn't do really good on that test. So now you're bummed that you ain't do good on the test. And then you had other people talking about, oh, I did so well on the test. I got this on the SAT. Who gives a crap? Most of the time, y'all gonna get dead in jobs anyway. Even if you had let me tell you something. There's a lot of people that went to these prestige colleges and stuff, and they ain't crap right now. They ain't in nowhere in their life. They're homeless. You got people that went to Yale, people that went to Howard University, and they're telling their stories about how they're homeless now. So all I'm saying, that I think that all this BS and all this competition You know what I'm saying? I don't think they need to be doing that, because that make kids feel like they not good enough, or like they'll never be good enough if they don't pass these flunky tests. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. You do not really need these tests. I mean, if you gonna be in a place where you had to make like some prestige situations that a lot of people could lose their lives, like a pilot. You know, a pilot, they would be good in getting a very high SAT. You would want to know if they will be able to make sound decisions when, obstacles or danger arise. But for a person like me, I already told y'all I do not need no more tests. And you know what? I'm not taking no more tests. Don't send me no more tests. I'm not taking no more tests. I'm not doing none of that no more, because I just feel like, why am I taking this test and it's not going to help me in the long run of taking the test? It's not going to help me, because I'm gonna be in a career where that doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? What matters is that my performance. That's what matters. My performance. How do I perform in front of the camera? That's what matters. But I just feel like a lot of stuff that I'm getting right now, it's just worthless. Like, it's just worthless. I'm not taking no more tests. I'm not doing no more of that, y'all. I'm not taking no more tests. If they send me the test, I'm not gonna do it. Because it's useless to me. Take a test for what? You should have gave us these tests before we even got going. With our classes. Ain't you supposed to take an SAT before college? I thought that you were supposed to take an SAT before college. But now I'm getting an SAT. When I'm almost done with my classes, you want to throw me a test, a SAT test? Like, come on, man. I ain't got time, because I know that these tests that they are throwing me, I'm not going to use them. Maybe they use them in no records, but I'm not never going to use no SAT. It's not going to help me get nowhere. And everybody knows that. Everybody knows these tests ain't going to... You help yourself get to where it needs to be, not no freaking SAT. Because a lot of times when you go in those interviews, they ain't going to ask you what your SAT score was, not unless you put it down on the resume. And a lot of times the resume does not ask for your SAT scores. Not unless you're going to, like I said, a prestige college or something like that. They probably would like to see your SAT scores. But going to a regular job or a regular interview, they're not going to ask you for no SATs. And they have given these SATs to high school students that wasn't even planning on going to college. So you wasted all that time in high school racking your brain. You know what I'm saying, about this algebra and geometric stuff, and you wasn't even gonna use it. I really think that they shouldn't force people to take these SATs. They should have two lines: people that are not gonna use this SAT nonsense, and the ones that are, and put them in two different rows. You guys, you do the SAT. Since you want this high life, you want to go to this high, college or whatever. Let them do it. And then you have the people that's going to work their regular jobs and don't need no SAT. But to sit there and force somebody to take these tests, like, it's useless. Especially when I hate taking a test when I know I'm not even going to use it. I'm just like, what's the point of taking this test? And I'm not even going to use it. I don't need no SAT. I don't need to do these tests and to do, let me tell you something. I do enough reading as it is. I have to do an 8 to 10 page paper I already did 1,500 word paper for my other class. Now I have to do. Now I have to write this. Now I have to write this paper up, and then have to do this SAT, and then they want you to. I mean, they want you to do a whole bunch of stuff, and you just not. Sometimes you're not gonna get all of that done. They should now they talking about that you have to do it outside of your class or when you have certain time. But I have a busy schedule. Like I don't have time to sit back and take tests. Like my schedule is busy. I'm busy doing a lot of stuff. So when do I ever have time to take out and do these tests? And then on top of that, it kind of got into the way of my paper because I had to sit back and do this test that took 45 minutes, 36 questions. I don't even think that's enough for you to judge, if somebody is smart. You know what I'm saying? That's not enough questions to say, oh, you're smart, or oh, you're this, or oh, you're that. But so now I'm about to get on here and start this paper for this other class. But all I'm saying is don't get lost in the sauce. Don't let people pressure you to take that SAT test. A lot of times, I already told you when you're going to need the SAT test. It's usually if you're going to a very top prestige college like Yale, Howard, Juilliard, colleges and places like that. Okay, so yeah. But the thing is, they're gonna keep giving you these tests and giving you these tests and giving you these tests throughout school because they know that a lot of kids bounce back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. With their studies. Maybe they might get caught up with something or some stuff might be going home in the house. So they have to continue to give, certain kids, these tests. But I just feel like you shouldn't bully anybody into taking these tests. And the SAT test, that's just one test. If you guys do your research, they have billions and millions of these tests. They have millions of these freaking tests. You know what I'm saying? That they want you to take. They even have a test that you take that you can graduate. I forgot the name of that test, but because I think they were I think they had sent me something about taking. I'm not taking that test. I'm not taking no more tests. I'm gonna do the rest of my classes, and that's it. I'm not taking no more specialized classes, specialized tests. I'm done with this testing crap. It's starting to get on my nerves. It really is. It's starting to really frustrate me, especially when I have other things that I have to do. I have these papers that I have to write up, and I'm so glad that I was able to get my other. I still have to read that. I still have to read that paper. Now I have to start on this paper and my other class, which is 8 to 10 pages. It's 8 to 10 pages. And I have an outline on what needs to be done. So I'm about to get this started. But yeah, they even have a test that you can take when you get into college. If you take that test and you do good on the test, you can graduate like in a year. Yeah, you can graduate early when you're in college if you take that. I forgot the name of that test. It starts with a C. I forgot the name of that test, but I'm telling you, sometimes these tests can be overwhelming, especially when you have other stuff. I could see if I had a full free schedule and I could do the test. But, when I took the test, I had to rush through it. I couldn't really take my time because I have this 8 to 10 page essay that I have to write. And if I'm not yeah, I have to write. And if I'm not mistaken, I have to look back on it. It's due. I gotta look on the thing because I think if I'm not mistaken, it's due Sunday. So I definitely gotta get in here and find out. Because I think both of these essays are due Sunday. Yeah, and then one they want you to do this other stuff with career planning. I'm just like my career is already planned. I'm gonna be an actress. That's my career. So all this career planning, and they talking about sending in the resume. Yeah, I sent her in a regular 9 to 5 resume, but I have a whole nother resume. I have an actor's resume. I have 2 resumes. I have an actor's resume, and I have a regular 9 to 5 resume, which I know I'm never gonna use because that's not what I want to do in life. I'm gonna be an actress. That's what I want to do. I like it. You know, I like being in front of the camera, and I love to act, and I love to entertain. So this taking these classes and getting this bachelor's degree was something that I wanted to do to show the people, like when they see my actor's resume, that I did go to school for theater and that I'm serious about this acting. It's just not a hobby for me. So with that being said, all I'm saying is don't let nobody pressure you into taking no test, because you can say no. You can say no to taking that test. You can say no, or you can say yes. But if you take the test and you don't do well, don't let people beat you down and say, "Oh, well, I got this on my SAT." Just look at them and be like, "But where are you at?" Where are you at in your life? You took all these SATs. You know what I'm saying? You got all your bachelor's and your master's degrees, PhDs. But where are you at now? There's a lot of people that got all those degrees and all those bachelor's degrees, and they ain't nowhere in life. They ain't nowhere. You making more money than they are at your 9 to 5 job. So can't nobody, tell you that they're better than you because they have a high SAT, or that they got all these bachelor's degrees and all these masters and PhDs. Don't let people pull the wool over your head, guys. Don't let people make you feel less than because you didn't do great on the SAT. There's a lot of people I know that took the SAT. They ain't do great, but they have amazing lives and they making 6 figures right now. So I feel like taking the SAT, it can show you where SAT will show you your strengths and your weaknesses. And most of my weaknesses, I can confess to it, is math. I can't stand math. Yes, I can count. I can count my money. I can count change. I can do all that good stuff. But when it comes to algebra and x equals y over z and threes and all that crap. What the but then say read, write, arithmetic. When it comes to all that, y'all, I am like, oh my God. So anyway, I can tell you what my weakness is man. When it comes to all that geometry and stuff like that, it gives me a headache. I don't even like to look at it. It gives me a headache. A real bad headache. Ugh. But yeah, I told him on that test, I was like, you didn't give enough time. The time was bullcrap. for all the questions. I mean, it was only 36 questions, but you had, it was a lot of reading. You know, they gave you these passages, moguls to read. Um, yeah, and it was a lot of reading. So on top of that, that took out a lot. That takes out a lot of the time when you have to read. You know that stuff, and then you have to answer it. And I don't know. I'm just saying, don't let nobody pressure you into taking that test. If you don't want to take the SAT test, you don't have to take it. Now, if you want to get into college, you're going to probably have to take it to get in one of those prestige colleges. But if you're just trying to get into a regular college, there are colleges out there that you can get a master's and bachelor's degree without even having to take a SAT. I don't know what they do with the SAT results, you know, because they saying to send it to your instructor. I think he said that you don't have to send it to him because he'll know that you already took it or something. But I don't know if it's gonna even go in because it was, the cutoff date was yesterday. So I don't even know if I'm gonna get credit for doing it. You know, I just did it. But I'm just like, don't let people tell you, because you're gonna have a lot of knuckleheads out there telling you, oh, you should take it. You should take it. And if I were you, I would just tell them like, look, I don't have to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't need it. I'm not going to no prestige college. You know, I just want to get me a regular 9 to 5, work a job, make money, and that's it. And I don't need a SAT to do that, because you don't need a SAT to work a 9 to 5. No, nobody can tell me that they went to a regular job 9 to 5 at McDonald's or any of those other establishments, and in the interview they ask you, what were your SAT scores? They're not gonna ask you that. They're not gonna ask you that. The most they ask you is, do you have experience with what we're about, the position we're about to push you in? Do you have experience? And you're gonna be like, yes, I have experience. They might look at your, man, I gave a lot of employees my resume, and my resume was on fleek. You know, my resume was popping, and they looked at it a little bit and they threw it to the side. You know, those people are not looking at resumes like that no more. They especially now, after that COVID hit and they ain't have nobody was working. And now all these jobs, they have a whole bunch of sign-on bonuses now that they didn't have before. I see some good employers that got some good sign-on bonuses. And I'm talking about like at, you know, those regular fast food establishments, it actually giving sign-on bonuses. So they're not really going to pressure you, like those type of jobs, they're not really going to pressure you about if you got SAT scores or what your GPA was in school. They ain't going to ask you that, because they don't care. They know that their business establishment don't need that type of people in it, because it's just a regular job where we keep customers coming to eat. Because that's what most of those places are. Like, you know, Popeyes, Zaxby's, Wendy's, Sonic. They are there for business to stay open so people can eat. And Sonic is a place where you can eat all night if you want to eat. That's why I stay open late. That's why a lot of places like Sonic have stretched their hours so that they can get more money, for one thing, and that people can have the luxury of eating late. You know, that's why a lot of people go to Zaxby's. Stays open like around 11 sometimes. It depends. A lot of places, it depends on what their business is. But all I'm saying is don't let nobody force you to take no test that you don't think. If you don't think that a test is going to benefit you, don't take it. You know what I'm saying? The only reason I took this test is because he said I would get credit for it if you take the test. But I was like, weren't y'all supposed to give this test way before? If I'm not mistaken, what y'all supposed to give this test before you even reach college? I don't know, but I know I'm about to get off of here, guys. When you come in, always like and subscribe my channel. Also hit that bell notification, smash that bell notification, so you can know each and every time your girl uploads a new video. Also hit me in the comment section and let me know, have you taken one of these tests, or do you plan on taking one of these tests? Do you plan on going to college? You know, let me know how you think you're going to do on the test. Because most of the test is, most of the tests is like math and reading comprehension and stuff like that. So if you're good with math and reading comprehension, you would do very well on the SAT. Now I know every SAT is different, but it only had 32. I don't know. They probably had multiple different SAT tests. I told you there's multiple tests out there. They have a lot of tests, assessment tests that you can take to help you get better on taking tests. But yeah, that's all I had to say about that. I'm out, guys. I gotta finish up my work. I hope everybody has a wonderful and blessed day, and stay safe out there. Always be alert. You're surrounded. See, y'all, now I can show you that this is a different. Cause see, when I was in there in the kitchen, y'all see how better the lighting is. I can go over there and I can turn down the lighting if I want it a little bit darker. But this right here is fine. So maybe I just use my iPad to film. So maybe I just use my iPad, to film. But I have to get I'm gonna have to get a small little stand to sit up here, so, cause I know y'all like to see the food. So I'm gonna have to get a small. I'll set it up though, but yeah, they need to get an iPad tripod. Because I ain't never seen no tripod where you can hook it. Well, they might have a tripod where you can hook your iPad to it. I'm gonna have to see. But as y'all can see, this is a different color. Cause I know in there it looked like I was wearing a green one, because it was so dark and the light was so horrible. I just wanted to show y'all the difference from in there the lighting is horrible, and in here the lighting is wonderful. So y'all gonna see me. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing more. I'm gonna be doing more videos. I'll be doing more videos in here. So this is gonna be my my regular setup. This is gonna be my regular setup. This is gonna be my background. I'll probably move over here. I'll probably move over there and set up everything over there, so y'all can see the little back picture of the two ponies. Cause y'all already know I love ponies. I love horses. But yeah, I just wanted to show y'all that this is blue. it was not green, even though it looked like that over there. It's blue. This is a brand new one, brand new light. And I'll be showing y'all some other. Yeah, my husband bought me a lot of stuff. He bought me a lot of dresses. I mean, he pretty much took me on a freaking shopping spree. And I love it. So I will see you guys in another one. Always stay blessed. I'm going to get this work done. And I will see you guys in another one. Peace.